your King County eLearning platform. This is the LMS that hosts all of the content. You have books, you have courses, simulations, and videos on here. To log in, you will see that the URL is https://kingcounty.skillport.com. Your PeopleSoft ID is going to be your login, and you do include the zeros there. And then your password is going to be welcome for your first time login. This is a site that is on the web, so you can go to it anytime. You can go to it while you're hanging out on a Saturday night, apparently, and wanting to get some Excel training, so you can do that. You can get some Excel training on a Saturday night. So this is web-based. You can get it wherever you can get the internet. Once you are logged in, there's a few different ways that you can find different items. So for this group, our test group, we have developed a few learning programs, is what we call them, and we've put them under your My Plan section. Now, My Plan is basically your own personal folder where you can drag and drop courses or videos, any sort of content that you really like and you want to remember where to get it for maybe a later date, or just to be able to refer back to it. You can drag and drop it into My Plan. We have gone ahead and put these learning programs into your My Plan area, so that you can easily access all of these. So here you can see the 6 different learning programs that we have created. There's the communications, conflict resolution, Excel videos, project management, reducing stress, and then SharePoint videos. For this test group, what we're asking is that you complete 1 video and 1 course, because we really would like to get your feedback. We want to know what you think about these courses, about the platform itself, and about the videos. So if you wouldn't mind going through and completing at least 1 course and 1 video, and you can choose whichever course you'd like to take. You can use one of these examples that we've set up for you, or you can choose any of our other videos or courses, and I'll show you how to access our other videos and courses as well. So once you're in the My Plan area, you can click on one of the learning programs, Show Details, so that you can see the different courses or videos in them. Here I've got about 7 different courses. These with the little monitor screen are courses. This is a business challenge series. This is kind of like a simulation. You're going to be given a case study, and I kind of describe it as like a choose your own adventure book. So you're given a case study, a scenario, and then from there you have to choose A, B, or C as your options of what you're going to do in this scenario. What's your character going to do? And from there you continue on through the adventure, and you keep choosing A, B, or C, and you have to kind of defend yourself of, why do I think that in this scenario I'm going to choose option C? I'll play one of these so you can see an example of it. First, I'm going to go into one of the courses, so you can show details of a course as you hover over it, and it will give you an overview and description of that course. It's going to give you a target audience, so who is this course meant for? How long is this course? You can open up and see how many lessons are in each course. There's 3. And if you wanted, you could even launch straight from one of these lessons, or add just one of the lessons of the course to your My Plan. You don't have to actually go through the entire course. You can just take one of the lessons of the course. With each course comes job aids and skill briefs. Job aids are exactly what they sound like. It's something that you can print out and use on the job. A skill brief is kind of like reference notes or a Cliff's Notes version of each lesson of the course. So you can print these out as well, and you can either use them during the course to jot down notes, or use them as reference material for after you've taken the course. I'm going to go up here and launch the course. You'll notice that at the top there's a few icons. Here's the launch. This is add to My Plan. Download, so if you wanted to be able to play a course on an airplane or someplace where you did not have an internet connection, you could download this course, play it, and then once you're able to get back on the internet, your online account and your downloaded account will sync back up and it'll read your history. There's an evaluation with every course. We would love it if you would take the evaluation after you've completed a course to let us know what you thought of that course. It's just a couple questions. And then you can also share. So if you find a course really interesting and you think that maybe somebody on your team would also find it interesting and they are part of this test group, once we go live for all King County, this would apply to all King County, but at least for now with the test group, if they are in the test group, you can share this link and send an email to them. And then once they click on that email, they log into the system and they go directly to that course or the video, if it was a video. So I'm going to go ahead and play this course. And the first time that you log in and start playing a course, you'll probably get a pop-up asking if it's okay. Say that it's okay to always allow pop-ups from this site only. And it does take probably a minute or so the very first time that you play a course to load because it's caching all of that stuff. So just know that first time it might take a little bit to get your computer set up. So here you can see the 3 different lessons that they had described in the description earlier. I'm going to go to Progress and Test. So here you can see the overview, the lesson objectives, and the pre and post test. Over here you can see what type of lesson this is. This is an overview, this is instructional. Some courses have role plays in the middle of them. These little icons right here also mean that there's video embedded in the lesson. So you can watch a video of characters acting out a scenario within the course. Once you begin the course, these bubbles right here under status are going to start filling in green, so that way you know where you had left off. And as you take the course, whenever there is a lesson or a test that comes up, your score will pop up right here under current score. So I'm going to go ahead and begin this course.
One of people's primary needs is social interaction. By communicating well face-to-face, we build healthier and more productive relationships, work more effectively, and gain more satisfaction from life. However, communicating well is a skill that requires learning and practice. It isn't something that people...
So you can see that you can have audio with the courses, or if I turn off the audio, I can have the transcript and I can just read through the course if I prefer that. From there, I would just click on next page and just keep continuing on through it as I read it. If you don't read it, it would actually just progress on its own. But depending on the course, there's different interactions with each course. Like I said, some of them have role plays where you're kind of doing that choose your own adventure book again. Some of them have videos, like this one will have a video and you'll have actors just playing out different scenarios. Some of them will have tests. But as I just kind of keep scrolling on through here, you can see the different actions that start happening through the course. If I have an interruption and I need to leave, I can go back to my progress and test, and you can see it's starting to bookmark my spot right here. And you want to click exit. You never want to click the close button because that will not save your history. If you click on exit, it's going to save everything that you've just done. Before I exit, you'll notice down here, instead of play the course, you see now it says return to your bookmarks. So if I clicked on this, it would go right back to where I'd left off. So I'm going to exit out of here so it remembers where I was. And now I'm going to show you a video. So here you can see we have the communication skills. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you a simulation. The simulations are roughly 5 to 15 minutes long, and the courses are generally about an hour long. So this one is effective listening. I'm going to let it play for just a little bit so you can hear some of the audio.
You're a work performance analyst and you've recently been hired on a contract basis by Hugh Miller, VP of Global Accounts for Hindermeyer, Welsh & Gage, an international consulting firm. As part of your assignment, you've been asked to assess the listening skills of the Director of Global Accounts, James Yost. Your review will take place during a single day, and you'll observe James as he attends a webcast and deals with the repercussions of the announcements made. Once your assessment is complete, you'll meet with Hugh Miller to discuss your report. Familiarise yourself with the specific aspects of the situation, exploring the available discovery materials presented here. When you're ready, click Forward.
So here now I'm going to gather information. I can see what the President's webcast is all about, so I can watch that webcast. I can read some instant messages exchanging, some web resources, email, notes on the President's speech, voicemail, and follow-up meeting with Carolyn. So you can gather all of your research, be able to see, okay, what is this scenario? And then as you continue on, once you've got all of your resources and research done, it's going to give you that scenario. So it's going to ask you to take that challenge. So here's the 3 different solutions that you can go with. So you'd read through all of them, and then you choose which course of action you want to take.
I think we can agree that dealing with distractions is an important part of effective listening. How did James handle himself in that regard? Specific examples would be helpful.
And then from here, I'm supposed to defend the reason why I chose solution 3. I'm just going to randomly pick, so let's see how I do.
That's a good example. And I'm glad to hear that James is self-aware enough to take those kinds of steps. Not everyone has the same triggers for distraction, and it's encouraging to know that one of my managers does what he has to in order to...
So then I continue on to the next question.
The President's speech raised a lot of questions. I have to assume...
And I keep going through that scenario all the time, defending the reasons why I've chosen the actions that I've chosen. So that is a simulation. I'm going to go to the videos now. So we've picked Excel and SharePoint because we know that that's something that King County is focusing on right now. And then after this, I'm going to show you where you can actually go out and see our broader catalog. So if Excel and SharePoint isn't something that you're interested in, you can go out and see other videos or other courses for that matter as well. So here I'm going to launch one of these videos. And one thing that's great about these videos is you can also download them as MP4s. So if you would rather just listen to them, maybe you're in a car, you want to listen to them, or you are on a flight again and you don't have internet connection, you can download these as well. Maybe your kids need to learn how to use Excel, you can download them and play them for them.
On a Saturday night.
Yeah, on a Saturday night.
Pivot tables
because they have nothing better to do.
To summarize enormous amounts of data into digestible chunks. Pivot charts do the same thing, but in a picture. Let's see how to use them. Pivot tables are one of the best and most powerful features available in Excel 2010.
I'm going to fast forward just a little bit.
The value fields and which things as the rows and the columns. So that's one thing. Chart. I'm going to go to the Insert menu and choose the drop-down arrow for Pivot Table, and then click Pivot Chart. It's going to guess at the range I want to use, and it's going to guess correctly. I could also use an external data source if I want. I'm going to put this in a new worksheet, and now I have to actually build it. I'd like this to show salespeople and the quantity that they've sold. So I'm going to check salesperson, and I'm going to check quantity. And what it's done is it assumes the first thing I check is what I want in my axis field for the chart, the axis down here, the salesperson. And then the second thing it's going to assume is the values, the sum of the quantity. So these bars are showing the sums of the quantity. I want to give it a title.
So these videos are all on different functions of Excel or SharePoint. So it's assuming that you already know what Excel is. It's not teaching you Excel from the beginning. It's teaching you different functionalities in Excel. As you can see here, pivot charts. It's teaching you how to create a pivot chart. And it always starts off with the same. It introduces himself, the instructor does, and then it goes straight to the Excel or SharePoint, whatever the application is that he's using, and actually just gets in there and starts describing, what is this? Why would we want to even do a pivot chart? And then how do you do it? These are great videos. I use them all the time to learn myself. It's kind of, the new generation seems to really like to go to YouTube and find out how to play guitar, or maybe create a application online. So this is our new way of instructing others, is video content. And that's why we've brought on the video content for our desktop, and it seems to be working out pretty well so far. So I'm going to show you how you can access our full catalog. So again, here we have picked out, if you would like to use them, the 6 different learning programs here. 2 of them are video, and then 4 of them are courses and simulations. If you'd like to actually browse our entire catalog, you can come up here and search for something. I'll do lean. And it's going to search across all of the content that we have. So in here, it says that we have roughly 162 different items, different assets that have something to do with lean. We have 75 courses that have some sort of lean content in them. It might just be in one of the lessons. It might not be the entire course. We have skill briefs, job aids, and then the business exploration series, which are those simulations. So from here, I can then find the course that I'm looking for. So Introduction to Lean for Service and Manufacturing Organization, Lean Tools and Techniques for Flow and Pull. So I can just grab one of these courses if I find them interesting. And one thing to note is these little orange bars right next to them are relevancy bars. So this is telling you how relevant this course is to the topic you just looked up. So as you get down lower and lower, you can see that it gets to be 26%. So this is on Lean and Six Sigma. So it might have a lesson that's on Lean, but then the rest of it's on Six Sigma, for example. And then same with skill briefs and job aids as you start scrolling down the exploration series. Another way that you can find content is by going to the catalog. And once you're in the catalog, you can see everything that you have access to. You have a little over 1,000 courses and simulations and a little over 1,000 videos. And this is growing. By the end of the year, you're going to have combined courses and videos. You'll have about 5,000 different assets. So here you can see all of the different simulations and courses we have. So these are the parent categories, so to speak. So you got communication, leadership, management, operations, project management. If I was to open up one of these, you can see the subtopics underneath it as well. So under the management curriculum, you then have management essentials, first-time managers, managing experts, managing during difficult times. And if I open up one of these, you would then see all of the courses that relate to that topic. So there's an example. This EK curriculum down here, the EK stands for Element K. It's a company that we just acquired, and we've put their content on here free of charge as well. And this will eventually be integrated into the rest of the catalog, but as of right now, we just wanted to get it out there for our customers to be able to use it because it's a benefit at no charge. So in here you can see there's project management, so you can see their project management courses, and we also have project management courses. One thing to note is for project management, actually I will show you this business certifications view right here. So if you are looking to get certified in Six Sigma, business analysis, project management, Prince, ITIL, Scrum, or human resources, you can actually use our content to get certified. What you would do is you'd play all of the courses that are in the folder for the certification you are looking for, and then you would register yourself to sit for a proctored exam, and once you actually pass that exam, then you are certified in whatever you are looking to get certified in. With each of these, we also have a test prep. And if any of you are interested in project management, you probably know that the 5th edition is coming out, so we are going to be adding those courses in the next month. But with all of our certifications, you have a mentor and a test prep. A test prep is basically the exact same test as the one you would sit to be proctored for. So you can take this test first, make sure that you pass before you pay the money to go sit for your proctored exam. That way you know you'll pass. The mentors are available for mostly 24/7. Project management definitely 24/7. I think the human resources a little less. But you can chat live with your mentor, or you can email them. These mentors, you can ask questions of the certification, of the course you're taking, anything to do with project management, you can ask your mentor. I'm just going to say, but here you would just go ahead and live chat with somebody and ask your questions. And again, that's for any of the certification paths. Another way to find videos is you can either do the search if you wanted to do the search. So let's say I wanted to see what Word videos we have. So here you can see videos. So here's all of my Word. Or you can come up here to Books 24/7, which is where Books 24/7 is just the platform that we host all the videos. And you can come over here and actually browse the videos. So if I'm looking for Microsoft Office 2010 content, and then I'm thinking, I want to see what PowerPoint has to offer in 2010. I can then see all, as you see right here, 56 videos that we have for PowerPoint. And they'll just be listed here.
And that collection will continue to grow.
Yes.
On this site from 1,000 of these videos to 5,000 by the end of the year. So every time you go in there, you're going to see new videos.
Yeah. Yes, fastest growing collection that we have. Not only do you have desktop, but if anyone is actually interested, you also have the IT and technical videos as well. So there's cloud computing and visualization, software design and development, web development, and graphic designs. So if I was to go into cloud, I can see there's 15 different videos on cloud orientation. And even if you're not an IT person, cloud is very interesting. It's kind of the wave of the future. We all tend to upload our files into the cloud now, so this might give you some good research material to see what is going on up there. From here, there's just a couple of interesting folders. There's top titles. These are the most watched videos across Books 24/7. So all of our customers that have the videos, these are the ones that are most watched. You also have a King County tab, and once we actually start watching more videos, you'll see more of these being tabulated. This is updated on a weekly basis, so it's telling you, okay, so this week, what is the top video being watched? With all of our content, you can recommend it. And how you recommend is you would just click yes or no. I recommend this or I don't. We don't do a star system. We just want to know, do you like it or do you not like it? And right now, since we just started, we don't have this populated yet, so got to get out there and start recommending things. And then you will see a populated list of videos. going back to our home page here, last thing I wanted to show you was once you start taking courses, you can go to your My Progress and be able to see what you have done and what you have completed. So in here I have all of the learning programs and the courses and the simulations that I've started. And if I had completed anything, which I have at least for the video learning programs. So if I've completed something, you'll also see it in the completed section. Once a course has been completed, you'll have a little icon over here that looks like a prize, like a first place prize. And you can print out a certificate with that. So if you need to show anyone that you've completed a course, you can print that out. You can also print out a transcript too. So you can just print out this whole page of, this is the course that I took, this was the score that I got, and I completed it on March 13th. Do note that it does a date range of 90 days. So if you don't see something that you completed longer than 90 days, you might want to grab 12 months instead. So that is your King County e-learning system. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah.
When you logged in, I was writing down the website, but you said it's our PeopleSoft login and our PeopleSoft ID.
It's password is welcome, and then then it will tell you to change your password once you log in.
And it's not case sensitive?
No, it's not case sensitive.
So as you update content, either via video or courses, you flag them as new so you don't have to do a search for everything that you want to search through?
Good question. So you can actually choose to be notified or not notified when we update content. I will show you how you do that. So in Books 24/7, under account info and then email options, you can tell the system to send you an email when new titles are added to the site. So if you don't want this email to come in here and say that, no, do not send me any emails. If you're okay with emails and you'd like to see what new content has been added, then just make sure that it says all new titles. And then once a week it will send you, if new titles have been added, it will send you an email saying what videos were just added. Any other questions? Yeah.
Yeah, so is there an easy mechanism for King County to be able to insert some of our specific courses that we create when we're creating the content and then publish it for King County only?
Yeah, so I know you've got some custom curriculum that you're going to be putting on the King County e-learning system, correct? Yeah, so when you do have that on there, you'll put in the keywords that you'll have a description, and then you can have also keywords. So when somebody comes in here and searches, if they search for that keyword, let's say it's a title of the course, or let's say it's just it's as part of a learning program that you have, just a random acronym that you might have, you can put in that acronym right there, and it will pop up with all of the courses that are in that learning program that you might have. And that's because you put that keyword in for that course.
But in terms of trying to build it so that the course hangs together in a very similar way than the other courses, is there some kind of initiative about how we do that?
Yes, we would ask that you contact Judy Chapman, who's in back. We have a format, a standardized format that we'd like to continue to use. So Judy Chapman would be your contact person. Waving back there. Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
I actually have two questions. One of them is about the certification training. You mentioned that you have the project management certification available. Are you guys a certified provider?
Yes.
Okay. And then my next question was with relation to the courses. I noticed that there are folders where the content sounds similar. Do courses live in more than one of those folders? Or is there only one unique occurrence in that catalog of each course?
Right. So yes, there are some times, but it's only in, let me show you. So in these higher folders, these parent folders per se, you will have the project management curriculum in both the business certification and the business skills. And the reason why we have that is people like to search in different ways. Someone's just looking for the certification, and then someone else might just be looking for project management content just to get a refresher, so they're not looking to get certified. So yeah, those two could have, or actually I should say they do have, anything that's in the business certification will also be in business skills. But if you open up one of these subtopics, then no, they would not have content in multiple subtopics. Any other questions? Yeah?
Will the training history show up in the classes you've taken in PeopleSoft?
Eventually. That right now for this test group, everything that you do on this platform is going to stay on this platform. But eventually we are going to integrate this platform with PeopleSoft, and all of the content that's on here will live in PeopleSoft, and all of the history will be in PeopleSoft. But right now it's just right here. Another question? Yeah.
If I'm interested in finding out what topics are being worked on, like topics that are in the works, is there a way I can look at like a list of topics that
That's a great question. There's not on here, but we could probably work with Judy to get a list out there of, maybe we'll make it a shortcut right here of what is about to come out.
We always have, at Skillsoft, a 3-month roadmap that we can share. So every quarter we have what we're working on building the release.
Yeah, and that's a great question. I think what we'll do, probably the most obvious would be either to put it right here as a shortcut, or we'll put it on the home page, and I'll show you where right now we're already starting to build out a few different links here. So if you have any frequently asked questions, there's a link here to a document about that. Supervisor approval, are there recommended courses or videos, the catalog, and comments that you can make. So we'll do one of those two things. Either it'll be on the home page, but either as a shortcut or as a link in here. Any other questions? Yeah.
Is this designed to work more effectively on specific browsers?
Yeah, so you can have this on Chrome, Firefox, IE, I'm trying to think of any other, Safari. You can have them on pretty much all of the browsers. And if you are having any trouble with anything, right here, support, you can live chat, call, or email our support and ask them, you know, hey, for whatever reason this is not working, can you help me out? But yes, all browsers are supported. Any other questions? All right.